Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever are you in the world right now, my friend. It's just another beautiful day. All right, so let's just discuss a bit of topic on this book, The Power of Now, my friend. All right, I just found this book in the store. This is second hand. It's a $4 book, and I just realized I just found a gold, my friend. It is one of the best book I read as well. It's about our spiritual, our being. The author of this book is, oh wow, his experience is just like he just want to experience what is when you are your higher self, what is the feeling if you are like you become your being. Okay, imagine he was sitting in the park for 2 years, not imagining the future, not imagining the past. He is just very present on the moment, on the now. All right, so let's discuss, because there's a lot of things that we could learn. Okay, whatever our age, wherever we are in the world, religion, status, or race, these principles applies, my friend. Wow. All right, so this let's discuss. There's a topic here that he says that we are the watcher of our mind. Okay, so when he says we are the watcher of our mind, my friend, is we are not our emotions. Okay, so the brain is a very powerful tool. Okay, it's very smart. It's very if we can guide it, if we can control it wisely. But it's also very destructive if we let this brain control us, because the job of the brain is really because of this is he's very powerful. Okay, so he could think a lot of things. It doesn't matter, it could be positive, it could be negative, as long as he just run all over. Okay, so when we are not conscious, okay, whatever we are, it could be if we are in the negative environment, our brain could adapt that, and it could trigger a lot of negative thinking. Okay, if we are in a positive association or positive environment, our brain could give us positive thoughts or emotions. Okay, so whatever we think, okay, our emotions is just the language of our body. If we think bad, sad, anxiety, or anything, it goes to our body, and that body will react. That's how we feel. We feel something not nice. It can happen that you are thinking happy thoughts, happy moments, and you feel sad, you feel depressed, or other way around. You cannot feel happy if you think all problems, if you think miserable things, if you think anything that's not nice, you cannot be happy. So the body and the mind coordinates, my friend. So his teaching here is when our body coordinates with the mind, that's will become we are conscious, and we become our higher self. He called it our being. So we are not our emotions, we are not our mind. So imagine that when we realize ourselves that we are not our mind, my friend. He says that the author here is Eckhart Tolle. So he says that that is the moment, that is the point that there's a realization, there is a contentment, my friend. There is that's the points of our life, that we become our higher self when we separate our mind to ourself. So when he says that we are the watcher of our mind, for example, there are times that we are angry, we are sad, we feel this miserable. Okay, so when we feel angry, my friend, it is because the thoughts, the mind was thinking anything. Okay, so we cannot feel angry. We feel angry because probably something we are expecting that it didn't happen. Okay, so anything that angry occurs when we expect things that we didn't happen. For just anyone just talk to you about bad words, we don't expect that. Or anyone that or it could be you are expecting things that it didn't happen, or unexpected things that happen. Okay, so anything that it could cause your mind to think, and your body as well will respond with that emotion. So when that emotion, my friend, if we are not conscious, these emotions, um, it keeps feeding it try, for example, anger. Okay, anger, when you see anger, you are not your anger, right? Because if you are your anger, you will not be called your I or yourself or your name. You should be called anger, and you should be angry all the time, because that's the this is how anger works. Okay, so anger is trying to feed, he is looking for anything to make it angry. Just like happiness, he's trying to look things to make him happy. So that's just the emotion. So you on your higher self, the watcher of your mind, when you feel angry, and if you are conscious, my friend, that you are angry, and this anger, you are able to let this anger, let it be there in your body, my friend. Okay, just let it be there. But when you are conscious and let it be there, and you are able to control this anger, okay, not anger control you, then you become the watcher of your mind. That is this is the moment that we become the higher being, my friend. Wow, it's just like this is something like a spiritual book. Like we could realize that there is a higher self with us, my friend, when we separate ourselves with our emotions. So imagine if we are sad, okay, sadness, when you say you are sad, he is looking for anything that make you sad, because that's sadness. It cannot be called sad if he is a happy one. So anything he keep thinking, past or future that make you sad. And if you are unconscious, my friend, this sadness will feed you and will become you. So that's the scary thing. So that's why we see a lot of people doing things that supposedly due to sadness, due to anxiety, due to anger, because these emotions control them. Okay, but when we become the watcher of our mind, when we feel sad, all right, I feel sad, I will just let that emotion be there. I'm been watching it. I'm not going to let this sadness dictate me. I'm not going to let this uh, 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 pain dictate me, because when this pain, he is looking for pain. That's his characteristics. Pain will not be called happiness. When you say it's pain, he is looking for anything that is painful. But when you become the watcher, you are aware that, all right, I'll manage you. I am the higher self now. I could manage my emotions. So that's why if we want to think, if we want to feel happiness as well, joy or anything, we need to make sure that our mind is fed or aligned with those things that we want to be, because we cannot feel happy if we think sorrows, if we think grief, if we think negativity. This is just the law of the universe, my friend. So our mind is something we can only think one at a time. We cannot think two events at the same time. Okay, so you cannot think happiness and think sadness at the same moment of time. No, so you need to drop one at a time, whatever you want to think. Okay, so when we become the watcher of our mind, my friend, it's just like we become no one. Wow, this is very controversial book. We become nobody, we become no mind, we just become our being. So he says that in the 2 years that he was sitting in the park, he become nothing. He have no family, he don't think anything. But it doesn't mean that we cannot achieve goals as well. But the thing here is, when you want to achieve things, there is no emotions what if you fail or succeed. So imagine, my friend, if you don't have emotion, you could achieve more, because you are not scared. You don't want to, you are not scared of failure, whatever it is, whatever the outcome. You still do your now, you still do what you can have. So I think it's just like contentment, whatever the result, you could complete or finish it or fail or success. You are not attached to that result. You are just your being. So you are present. So what he says is, our problems are just illusions. Wow, my friend, imagine our problem is just illusions. Because we when we think the past or the future, my friend, that's time. Okay, So problems cannot survive with time. So if we focus on now, for example, the sounds of the bird, your heartbeat, or what anything that you just focus on the now and you do what you can do with the now, that's the thing that we can dissolve the problem. We can dissolve this uh, anything pain, because pain and problems cannot survive with time. Wow, my friend, hopefully we learned something today, that there is a higher self of us, my friend. We are not our emotions. Okay, when you feel angry most of the time, the thing there is that anger is keep feeding you, and it will become your identity if you will not conscious of that. Okay, so and if you remove that anger, people might angry. Why I don't want to get? Why you want me to not get angry? Because they are scared to lose their identity. They become, their emotions will become their identity. But we are not our emotions. There is a higher self with us that we can control these emotions. Okay, don't, once these emotions control us, especially if bad emotions, sad emotions, then we become one of that emotions, my friend. And the only thing to disassociate that is we need to discover that there is a higher self of ourself, and we are the watcher of our mind. Close your eyes, open your arms, and be yours. Peace, love, good health, abundance, all the riches in the world. Boom, shakala. Welcome to the Parking University.